3, 2, 1. Hey guys.
Can't do it, dude.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our beta test, first episode of our new podcast, The Harbor.
Yes.
It's gonna level out the system.
Yeah.
No, but we're just gonna talk about movies, bitch about shit to each other. You know, the basic shit.
Basics.
I think this first episode, we're just gonna go over what we watched in the last couple months because it's been a very busy fall, and I think it's been pretty good for movies so
I think it
far.
has been too.
So what do you want to start with?
Well, I just saw Knives Out.
Yeah, I just saw Knives Out.
Yeah.
Over Thanksgiving. A good Thanksgiving release, I think. For
I think so too. It's also it's for the whole family, but it's also very poignant for today's climate too, because it's had little undertones of like, oh yeah, this is how a family would kind of talk to each other, and it's not at Thanksgiving. It's not a movie set, but it feels like it.
I think that what's his name, the director,
Rian Johnson.
How could I forget Rian Johnson?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that whether you liked or hated The Last Jedi, I think a lot was on his shoulders to come out with another movie after Star Wars. Like, how do you do a big project after Star Wars, whether people liked it or hate it? And it's, you know, a polarizing movie, but like, you would think he would come out with a movie afterwards and it'd be kind of a slump, but he came out swinging.
I thought he hit it out of the park.
So that's good for him.
Yeah.
And I think people will like it whether you hated or loved The Last Jedi, because
I think they should just give it a. I mean,
give it
I think he gets a lot of unnecessary slack and shit. Actually, he gets shit on a lot.
I think it's refreshing to have a mystery movie like this that isn't like reliant on like stupid contrived like twists.
Are we gonna get spoilery or no?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because it's a whodunit, but is it really a whodunit?
I think right now we'll stay basic and then
Okay.
get into spoilers later on, so
Okay.
people can
Yeah.
skip through it if they so want.
That's true. Okay.
Let's see what else. Let's see. We watched The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, fantastic. It goes Parasite then Lighthouse right now for me.
For me, of the year, because we're in December right now, it's Jojo Rabbit, which you haven't seen.
Still need to see it, yeah.
And then I think Parasite, then The Lighthouse.
Parasite was phenomenal. It just was an all-around perfect movie.
Parasite just reminds me that I need to get more into Asian cinema.
You do. You need to get on some South Korean some directors, man. You need to go through just the catalog basically of South Korean directors. Like, have you seen Snowpiercer?
I've put it on my list for years.
So that whole director, every one of his movies are just like hit. Good. So good.
What else has he made? Or or she or
so that is, I believe, gosh, I don't want it. So it's Chambok Park, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
God.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hold on. It's either, I don't want to say it. It's either him or Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho. No, I'm sorry. Bong Joon-ho did. Oh God, no! We got to cut this out.
No. It's fine. It's a beta test.
Yeah.
We're just
It's
we're
Bong
just
Joon-ho.
talking about movies.
Yeah, it's Bong
I mean,
Joon-ho.
come on.
He directed Snowpiercer. Parasite's the same one as Snowpiercer. Same director. Snowpiercer. Okja.
Okay.
The Host. Have you seen The Host?
I need to.
The Memories of Murder is his best though. It's like
Okay.
an early one. It is so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there was the highest.
Chambok Park
What?
is Old Boy.
Okay.
That's Old Boy. Okay.
I need to see more of like Symphony of Vengeance, all that stuff.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that whole trilogy.
Yeah, I need to see that. But I guess since we're talking about Asian cinema, China's #1 film from this year was The Wandering Earth.
I don't even know what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, okay. So it came out in like February there was like never mind. I'm not going to indict myself on the way I watch movies. But okay, there was a like an HD rip like a month after it came out in China. I was like, wow.
I want to watch it.
But I couldn't find it. Like it hasn't been available to digitally stream here. So, but it was the #1 movie in like China, it made like $500 million plus, and like no one here has heard of it.
What even is it?
Okay, it's like it's a sci-fi film that has really good atmosphere, I think.
Okay.
And the concept is like, let's see. It's kind of, it reminds me of that first anime Godzilla movie on Netflix that sucks, but they're
So is it an animated movie or it's just a?
They're basically Earth is like frozen now on like, and they're living underground, and they can go up to the surface to do jobs, but you can't like get outside of your suit and stuff.
Oh shit!
And the Earth is like flying through space, and like I thought it was a pretty neat concept. For
yeah, it's I know
it's just
it's a very creative
it's
concept.
very broad. I saw it like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Now like my mind's like hazy. I'm getting it confused with that first Godzilla movie, but I did, that first anime Godzilla movie, which I did not like. But like it's really big budget, and it's like a massive hit, and no one here has heard of it.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And it's like it's definitely worth a watch simply for like the cultural context.
Yeah,
because it's like their biggest movie right now.
And yeah,
And it's like it's weird that like such a cool concept, sci-fi concept in China can make that much money, but Star Wars over there does dig.
I think that's sometimes I like look at movies that go over there because they're like the big draw in like money wise China. And some of the movies that I see that like you would be like, yeah, this is gonna make a shit ton of money over there.
Yeah,
doesn't do dick.
It's so strange. But yeah, check out The Wandering Earth.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of it.
Because like I was like, it's so strange to me. But so we were talking about The Lighthouse, I think.
Yeah,
Parasite
and Lighthouse. Both of those
Yeah.
are just like my favorites.
The Lighthouse has my boy Robert Pattinson in it.
Oh yeah,
Who has like come up since Twilight. If you have been out of the loop somehow, he was in The Lost City of Z, which is a great 19th century adventure film about City of Gold and all that, and it's phenomenal in that. And then I think that was that 2016 or 2017?
I think that was 2016 because 2017.
Because 2017 is when Good Time came out, and Good Time, thank God, I happened to see in theaters on a whim, and that changed my life because that was my number one movie of 2017, and Robert Pattinson destroyed.
That movie like made me lose my hair. I swear, thought I was gonna go bald. It stressed me out so much. So good.
And hearing One of Tricks Point Never's soundtrack in theaters booming in my ears, perfect. And so Robert Pattinson was forever changed after that. And so
I think he was too.
And so of course, seeing him in The Lighthouse, I was gonna. You get the director of The Witch, you get Robert Pattinson, and you get Dafoe. And it's like there's no way I wasn't gonna see it. And shot on 35mm black and white film. If you didn't know, like.
What was it 4:3 aspect ratio?
Yeah,
it's like a perfect square basically.
Yeah, and
so
it's
nice.
like filming on that old tech out on location must have been horrifying.
Have you seen some of the behind the scenes?
Well, I haven't seen behind the scenes, but I heard Robert Pattinson talking about how like hellish it was to shoot and like how cold and wet and horrible. Worth it though because it's a wonderful movie.
It's weird seeing the behind the scenes because it's in color and you're like, this just doesn't even look right.
Oh yeah, forbidden.
Yeah, it's not
shit you shouldn't see.
Yeah, it's like cursed. It's like don't look at it. But yeah, I'd say The Lighthouse and Parasite. Those are my two right there, right now. My favorites of the year.
Lighthouse, it has certain scenes that I looked and I was like, did I secretly direct this? Not that you may have not seen any of my work, but I like loud, harsh noise and weird imagery. So, not to give anything away, but it gets pretty nuts. But yeah, Parasite starts out like real casual, like almost. I didn't know what it was going to be about. I was like, is this just going to be like a hangout movie or like chilling?
That's what South Korean movies are like.
I was like, man,
you don't know what you're about to get into.
Yeah.
The pace is so like steady on purpose. You're just kind of in it with the characters.
And he gets the job there. I'm like, oh, cool, okay. And then he gets the scheme.
And
then
then
I'm like, oh.
And then there's a scene, there's a turning
Okay.
point. You're like, oh fuck.
That
Now-
turning point, yeah, no spoilers.
now
yet,
it's
but
like-
the turning point is when I was like, okay,
Yeah.
now we're cooking with gas,
Dude.
I love those scenes in movies where it's like, I'm digging this, and then there's that scene.
It just flips it.
I'm trying to think of other examples.
Gosh, I don't know.
Just like movies that just have that that one scene. Well, if you've seen the end of Evangelion, there's
Yeah.
when that the song starts at the end. That's like my favorite example. Or oh my god.
I have the high ground.
Okay.
I have the high ground. Or how about no? Now this is pod racing. That's the scene, I think.
It's working.
This is pod racing.
When Dale walks into the Black Lodge,
Yeah,
that's like
I would say so. So, I've been itching to talk about the Mandalorian.
Oh,
I just want to get into it. I want to get into it.
For some reason, you have a hot take about the
I don't have a hot
Mandalorian.
take, really. It's not going to be as hot as you think it's going to be.
Okay, let's hear
I just
it.
want to talk about it.
All right, yeah, we both watched The Mandalorian. We're up to 5 episodes now, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah. So what's your hot take?
it's just all right.
It's just all right.
Yeah.
What's your beef?
I just I think it's. I get each episode is its own contained story, and I like that, but
Yeah.
they're not interesting. It's like this latest episode wasn't even like it was a fine. But did you care about anything that happened in that whole?
I did.
Well, okay, what did you?
I liked the rookie guy who was
my
a
God.
dingus.
Really?
And he had
Oh.
like the ear piercing.
I
and stuff.
hated
was like,
that
man,
guy.
that's almost like some Hayden Christensen energy.
He
swear.
had the same voice. I swear.
I
His
swear.
voice was super Hayden Christensen.
And like I don't know. I thought it worked. I
Really?
mean, it reminded me of Clone Wars, but live action. But like,
Well, it was directed by Dave Filoni.
I know, yeah,
and I think the writing too. It's also written
Filoni,
by
I
him.
think, came in clutch more in this episode than he did in the
He did the
pilot
s-
episode.
He did the pilot. I thought, okay.
Yeah.
See, the pilot I thought was
like,
better.
I think there
Although,
was room to grow in that.
Horatio
episode.
Sands at the beginning there threw me off. Like the fish,
Oh,
the blue
okay.
guy. Oh man, he did not feel Star Wars. And see, I think that's a problem too. Some of it didn't feel like Star Wars to me. And I guess there's really no. It's weird. It's almost like it's not trying to be
I mean-
gatekeeping, but sometimes it's like, it's like you can kind of tell when someone, like in the latest episode, the woman, Amy Sedaris, she felt like she was in a different show. The kooky,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that a little bit. I think we're gonna have to get used to the Star Wars stuff not feeling as Lucas-y as it can. I mean, it's just.
I know, I get that. And also, sometimes when the soundtrack, I have problems with the soundtrack, but I think when it's not trying to be John Williams type music, it's great. John Williams type of music, it just sounds kind of like a cheesy rip-off, like Walmart version of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I get it, yeah, but
And it just throws me off, basically.
I mainly just paid attention to like the main theme.
The boom. I like that one a lot.
Boom.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Well, I just and I will say that they are borrowing at least with the 4th episode from the Clone Wars because that's like
Yeah.
a complete episode. But I get it because it's like samurai like training the town, a little rural town to defend themselves. I get
Yeah.
it. I feel like those aspects are more Star Wars than others, but
And I do like it looks beautiful. Like that. Although, have you noticed in some scenes it's really dark? Am I the only? It might just be my TV,
maybe.
but some of the nighttime scenes they just seem super dark.
maybe I didn't really notice that much.
That's just a small thing. That's like a nitpick. But I think it's. You think we're gonna see his face?
I don't think so in season 1.
Season 1,
I
you're not
think
gonna.
they'll hold off.
Well, it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That's also another thing. I'm just like, where do you like,
Well, I'm not worried about where it's going. I think I'm fine with the serialized, self-contained episodes because that's refreshing to me. Because I'm tired of every TV show bleeding into each other. It's fine for certain shows, but like, it gets a little old. But
I get that.
Baby Yoda's gonna tie into something. I think. Here's the crazy theory: is that it somehow ties in years down the line to the Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh my
With,
gosh,
like-
how?
With here's the thing. What if here's my theory. Okay, guys, buckle in for this.
I'm curious to know what this is. 'Cause what?
I think that the ghost of Palpatine has instructed, or whatever he is. I haven't watched episode 9 shit yet. But I think Palpatine or somebody has set in motion a plan to clone Force-sensitive people to make an army of, like, Jedis.
I think it's not far off. Yeah,
I think... And I also think Rey is a mess-up copy and, like, escaped somehow.
Of Palpatine?
Of, like, one of these Jedi clones. Okay. I think it was, like, foreshadowed in the episode 8 when she's, like, in the cave and it's, like, all
looking at herself.
It's like, what if, like, they're trying to, like... What if Baby Yoda is, like, a clone of Yoda? I mean, I know there's more Yoda's species out there, but, like...
It might be.
He's pretty Force-sensitive for a little baby. I don't know. Maybe that whole race is Force-sensitive. I don't really know. But...
it's not far off.
What if I'm on the money with,
I hope that... I think it'd be kind of cool if, like... it's the Rise of Skywalker. I think it'd be kind of cool if, like, the new Jedi are called Skywalkers.
Yeah.
I
think that's what they're hinting
at.
I
think it is, too. I think it'd be pretty cool. It's like, that's the way to make the legacy live on without...
Jedi's an outdated term for them anyway.
Especially with Luke in Episode 8 being like, fuck the Jedi. Like, they suck. They fucked it up, basically.
Also, this podcast camp, we like them. So, we like Episode 8. We like... all that stuff, we're here for it.
Although I just rewatched it and I really don't like the Canto Bight stuff as much.
The Canto Bight stuff is...
It's what it is. It's what it is.
You can tell Rian Johnson was focused on the meaty shit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, I don't have much for these other characters to do. Well, okay. And I feel like it was fine for the... I just feel like when you think of like a casino planet in Star Wars, the concept is like... endless. Like, it could be, like, extravagant. And he went with a more classic kind of design.
It felt like 1920s, 1930s, like,
which
Americana.
I think he should have just went, like, full, like, crazy, like...
That shit,
like, cyberpunk, like...
Yeah, he should have...
Maximalist, like, crazy, cool-ass shit.
Stuff everywhere,
Yeah, like... Goddamn.
Do you think Rose is going to have that much of a story in this one?
I don't think so.
I mean, she's still in all the marketing and stuff, so...
Oh, sure, but,
I'm just curious,
I think she'll have a decent side mission,
because it looks like Finn's with some new girl now, and I think that new girl might be Lando's...
I haven't watched this shit.
Oh. Well, yeah, you've seen her in the posters and shit.
I've seen the girl in that poster, yeah.
Yeah,
I just... Look, from episode 8, when I realized they were going to be split up, I knew that would probably happen, because it was like, the other movies when people get split up. But when episode 9 was coming, I was like, man, we need Finn, Rey,
and Poe
together and to bounce off each other.
I agree.
So I'm glad that they're going on an adventure together.
Because we haven't gotten that at all.
Yeah, so, and like, only at the very end of the 8th one was Poe like, hey, I'm Poe, and Rey's like, oh, hey. I was like, oh yeah, that's the first time they met.
I just think that Oscar Isaac is just like flirting with everyone in this entire franchise because he just gives fuck me eyes to every single person he talks to, and I love it.
Fuck me eyes, and I don't know, dude. There's a sequence in The Last Jedi where he looks like he's like coked out.
Really? What sequence?
It's like when Leia and Laura Dern are like talking to him. They're talking about shit, and like there's close-ups on his eyes, and he looks like he's just like coked the fuck up. I'm like, is he like doing drugs? Like on this, dude. I swear,
I gotta go rewatch it.
He looks fucking drugged out.
I need to go rewatch it.
It's like he's.
Well, he was shooting Annihilation at the exact same time, so maybe he would just.
Let's get some ASMR in here.
Oh my god!
Please sponsor me, LaCroix. Oh no, it's spilling all over me.
No.
Always have enough dead space in the audio so people are like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
So you don't know anything about episode 9 at all?
I've only seen the teaser because I'm a fucking dingus who, for some reason, wants to be surprised when he watches movies.
Well, I will say, I've seen all of it. They have not told us the story at all. Like, even with all...
That is the coolest thing, is that with episode 8, I knew... Episode 7, I watched all the trailers. I got a pretty good idea what was going to happen. 8,
Yeah.
I knew that Rey was going to trade with Luke.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that for as much. Episode 9, we really don't
I have
know.
no idea.
Well,
And it's
so
also...
that's the fun of
I
it.
think JJ said it's like a year later, so gosh, who knows where the hell
I think it's 2
everyone-
years later.
2 years later? Okay.
Either a year or 2. Either way.
It's just like you don't
I'm
know
so
where anything
glad
is.
there's
Yeah.
a gap.
Yeah.
There needed to be that several year gap.
Yeah,
I
agree.
kind of wish it was like a 5-year gap, but
I kind of do too.
But,
Because isn't like New Hope to Empire like 5 years?
I wouldn't say
Or,
that. No.
or is Empire to Jedi like
Empire
5
to
years?
Jedi is 3 years.
3 years.
Which sucks, because
Yeah.
that means he was frozen in carbonite for 3 years. Dude, that sucks.
That sucks.
That's horrible. Horrible, excuse me. So we needed that gap.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting to have 7, 8 back to back. There were some faults in that decision, but also some cool shit.
I think it was I mean, Ryan Johnson, he likes to make the bold moves. He really does. He likes to fuck with your expectations and then fuck with them again.
Don't tell Red Letter Media.
I know. He wants you to just... He's already making enemies.
Oh shit.
No.
Obviously they're watching this first beta
That's
episode.
not edited yet. Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of... Not theories, but I don't know. I don't know. I
don't
really
know.
don't know. And like I said, I've seen all the promotional stuff. I don't know
That's
what's
good
going to
that
happen.
you don't really know, but
Yeah.
all I know is that Gen X like neckbeard assholes on the internet are trying to say that no one's excited for episode 9, but it's clearly not the truth because
Yeah.
everyone and their grandma who isn't hopelessly sad and alone is stoked about this movie.
Yeah. Well, especially like the general, like just normal people who just watch movies because hey, there's a thing to, it's like, yeah, Star Wars. They probably all
Oh,
love.
yeah, I'll go see that.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see that movie. It's just people on the internet.
They're not worried about like,
What did Ryan Johnson do?
yeah, their inner like. For years they were hoping, well, I wanted this with Luke and this and this and this.
Yeah.
Well,
It just
it
didn't
ain't your
happen.
story, bro.
Didn't happen that way. Same thing with Ghostbusters. I don't know. Not my Ghostbusters.
Not my Ghostbusters.
I'm the Gen X on that one.
I love Ghostbusters, but I'm not like a freak about it.
Me either.
Some people like
Freaks
you know,
about it.
Yeah. The second, like they even love the second one too. I've only seen the second one twice, and I was like, well,
I don't think I've ever even seen the second one. I mean,
it's fine.
yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, what I was saying is that like they released the Mandalorian. I think episodically it was a good decision because it's like people are talking about each episode individually, and it hasn't like tapered off as much as it would if we all watched it in a chunk. And it's leading up to like the release of episode 9, and they released the Fallen Order, and it's going to be a big Christmas present, but also people are playing. It's like they've hyped Star Wars back up in like this last month before the release. So my question is it going to make more or less than The Last Jedi?
I think it's gonna make less.
You think so?
Maybe not by much. I mean, it's gonna hit $1 billion.
But they're billing it as like, the end of the Skywalker saga, and it's a big deal. But I think even the people that hate The Last Jedi most are still going to see it.
Yeah.
They're going to be curious.
Yeah. I
So-
don't know. It's really
So-
I thought everything's up in the air right now. It's a weird place for Star Wars.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
Because Force Awakens made 900 and something domestic million, and then Last Jedi made like 680, I think. So I think if it's fucking good, I think it's gonna make like 750 million. I think if it's at the level, I think if it's better than 7 and 8, dude, I think the word of mouth will keep it going.
I agree. I hope it's better than.
I think
both of them.
it needs to be.
Yeah.
But
That'd be great. And also, John Williams was saying that he's going to incorporate music from the entire franchise into it. And
yeah,
what if we get like Anakin's theme, just like or Anakin and Padme's love theme? That'd be
where would they use
I don't
it?
know,
Because
but it'd
for
be
some
funny.
reason they haven't put any romance in 7 and 8. Really? I mean,
Besides Poe's "Fuck Me Eyes."
yeah. Well, Finn's like, you got a boyfriend, cute boyfriend. That didn't go anywhere, obviously. I
think this is me wrong. I think Rey and Kylo.
That's what I want.
I want them to bang. Dude.
That's what everyone wants.
I want them to bang.
Everyone I talk to, they're like, yeah, Reylo, dude. Bring
I
it.
want them to
Bring
bang, dude. I want that.
What if they just like got ballsy and put in like a full on like PG-13 sex scene.
Like, oh gosh, yeah, like
Romance.
like almost nips type of thing.
We gotta stop drinking at the same
I
time.
know, we're not doing that. Well, I don't have any more anyway.
Okay, good.
No, I think that'd be great. I think they should do that.
I think we're gonna get flashbacks.
Well, we got them technically in
I know
Last Jedi. So
well, what I'm saying
yeah.
is that it's not out of the question. I think we're gonna see more of the Force Temple that he started.
Well, because also like the Knights of Ren are in this movie.
Yeah, thank God.
So yeah, where'd they fucking go?
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean,
I wonder if they're Force sensitive.
I
wonder.
assume because I'm.
Do you think they're the
I think
students?
they're the students that he took. From.
Yeah, that's what
What have they been up to since?
That's what I'm saying. Even in the Last Jedi, Snoke's like Master of the Knights of Ren. It's like, okay, where are they at though?
Yeah,
where are they?
That was my biggest like complaint, was that they weren't in Episode 8.
Yeah,
They better not just be like in like one or two scenes just for like a fight or something.
yeah.
They should have like a. They should like add to his like supreme leader like force like.
So I wonder if like, so you think Kylo's gonna be the supreme leader in the beginning?
I think he's all out. Like,
Yeah. Because see, that's the thing. I wonder where everyone's gonna be. Like, you know, like what? That's what
what
I
I
guess.
wanted,
That's why I
though.
guess I'm excited about it because I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
what I
what
wanted. Is that I wanted like. That's what I was excited about at the end of 8. I was like, oh, he's doubling down. Like he's all
exactly.
in now, dude. Like,
But oh, dude, you know what? I think he's not gonna. I think he's gonna be good by the end.
yeah, but
I think he's.
to get there in one movie after killing
I know.
your dad and almost killing your mom.
Yeah. I'm just saying the way it looks like is they're gonna do Raylo and she's gonna pull him back to the light.
somehow.
Yeah, I
But,
think
like,
it's gonna happen.
It better be done well because
I think so, too.
I mean, how?
Damn it! You haven't seen the trailer, so we can't even talk. I know things in the trailers that.
Well,
yeah,
too bad.
I'm not gonna talk about them.
That's good.
God damn it!
This is the way I am.
Yeah.
I will literally walk out of the theater to avoid trailers sometimes. I did that with Episode 8. I would see the Lucasfilm logo, I would get up, and I'd walk out. And then I'd stand outside of the theater for 3 minutes, walk back in.
Crazy person.
When I went with my family to see Frozen 2. I'll get into Frozen 2 in a minute. I'm not very pleased. But my brother like put his jacket like over his eyes and like plugged his ears
Oh
so he
my
would see
God.
it. Dude, my whole
You guys are wild.
No, we're spoiler cuck, dude.
Dude.
We know what's going on.
Feed me information.
Why?
I don't know.
It was different with Revenge of the Sith because we knew for years that like it was gonna end on like Lava Planet, like he was gonna get like burned and stuff.
Yeah.
So we knew that fight between him and between Anakin and Obi-Wan was coming. But this is completely different.
Yeah, that only Sith stealing absolutes though, and you just dealt in absolutes. So
Maybe.
Yeah. I just rewatched that. For
What,
the
episode
first-
3?
Yeah, for the first time in a long time.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
as bad as I remember. Like it's the
Not
best.
as bad, dude. I
it's
fucking love Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. It's good.
And
Although I just it gets there's no focus to it. I will say.
how's there no focus?
It's well, I mean, it's just like it kind of all just like it's like Return of the Jedi. I love that movie, but it's like 45 minutes of nothing related to anything.
bullshit. How?
It's the first 45 minutes is him going to get Han, and I love it. It's the best. It's the best. But
that's
it's
what
not,
you want. You're
But it's not like furthering anything really. It's just like here's the thing. You
they
gotta
get
save
Han. Yeah, well, that's like the adventure part of the movie.
Yeah, I know, and I love
It's
it.
like-
But see, well, it's like that, and then there's it's like 10 minutes of like them talking about. I guess we got to go to Endor now, and then it's the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's not done in like a 3-act structure. It's the same thing as in Revenge of the Sith. It's like that first when they're rescuing the Palpatine. It's great. It's fun, but it's like so much of the movie that.
No, it's not. It's only like 20 minutes.
Oh, dude, it's like 35 minutes.
No, it's not.
Bro, I just watched
No,
it.
I've counted.
You've counted?
It's like 25 minutes.
Why did you count that?
Because people were saying it was like 45 minutes long. I'm like, no, it's not. Actually, the original, when they cut it together, it was like 55 minutes. And they're like, we gotta cut this
It
down.
seems like it.
But that's just, to me, a lot of Star Wars. It's like, I mean, the Battle of Hoth is like the first part of Empire.
It's true.
And it's just like,
That's true.
it's interesting that the big battle of the movies at the beginning.
Yeah, I've always liked that.
That's cool. But I just see these movies in segments. I feel like it's always been like that.
Just their own little adventures.
Yeah, it's like I like these little, and it's like they'll get to Endor. I think there's plenty of time with all that.
I can't argue it.
I just wonder, like, if I was my age back in the 80s, if I would have been like, oh, they're doing the Death Star again? Fuck this movie.
Yeah, I wonder.
Force lightning? Why is that even a thing?
I don't think
that's stupid.
I think people were just like, oh, look at this new shit. What the hell is this?
I guess.
Because
my
mom was like,
Some people.
I
read about like some people back then
really?
were like, Force lightning? That's stupid. Blah blah blah. And it's like now it's the same thing with the Force projection in Episode 8. Like, that's not a thing.
So Episode 9 is gonna have a whole thing. Have you heard what JJ said?
He said he's gonna have some controversial new Force powers.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet.
Yeah, like,
that's fine with me.
Give it to me.
Bring it.
Give it to me. Time loops.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Shmee.
Shimmy. Is it Shimmy or Shmee?
I just call her Shmee. Shmee Skywalker, baby.
There's a rumor. Not a rumor. It's not a rumor. It's a theory that Rey is Shimmy Skywalker. I don't even know the
stuck in a time loop or some. I don't really know how it works itself out, but I don't know. Rebels made it canon. Time loops,
kind of.
Not time loops, but just like going in places.
Being
in time.
able to like
displace time displacement and shit like that. So,
yeah.
Who knows, man? Although I thought the way they did in Rebels was pretty fucking sick.
I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And you know, when they're walking through that, you can hear like Rey.
Yeah,
you can
hear all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then they actually got Ian McDermott to do the Emperor. Yeah. If y'all haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels, please do.
Yeah.
Clone Wars Rebels season 2 is the shit because it's James Earl Jones as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And you get some crazy shit with him and Ahsoka and. Dude, what if Ahsoka is in Episode 9 as like a 70-year-old?
No, I think Ahsoka's going to be in The Mandalorian at some point.
Maybe.
Because, the way Rebels ends, she's just off. You don't know where she is. Like, she's just doing her shit. I think and Dave Filoni, like, loves that character.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he's, like, doing a bunch of these episodes.
Now he's coming back for Clone Wars Season 7, baby. Come on.
Okay, so that ending shot of the latest episode of The Mandalorian, it was shot like it's supposed to be a mystery, but that's the Mandalorian, right?
No, I think it's Boba Fett.
You think it's Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Because they're on Tatooine?
Yeah, and it's right after Return of the Jedi, and in the Legends, or what used to be just the Extended Universe, he escapes the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
So, it looked like his pants. I might have to go back and look. I think they're...
That's what I meant by it was really dark. I couldn't tell. I was like, is this shot on purpose to be a mystery? Because to me, it looked like The Mandalorian. Like, I just thought
it looked like Boba Fett's pants. I was like, interesting. Because there was a theory that just when there was the first episode out, it was that the Mandalorian himself was Boba Fett, but with like new armor. And I was like, that could work. But no, thankfully, I think it's good that it's a different character because then it showed more of his backstory. Yeah, which it was cool to see
the droids
fucking droids. The super battle droids
being like imposing and
then the pit droids in episode 5. I was like, oh cool, yeah.
And they were actually like CGI, like in like they've done a good job of like making real shit, like blending practical and CGI. But those pit droids were straight up like episode 1, like CGI little monsters. Yeah,
the CGI of the super battle droids look fucking cool too. Yeah, god damn. What were we saying though?
Rebels. No, we're past that.
Time loops.
Yeah, time loops. Shmee Skywalker. Yeah.
We should probably get out of Star Wars now.
We can go forever, man. Yeah, I will go forever on Star Wars.
Well, this could be like a pregame because the next podcast we do will just be us talking about Episode 9. Yeah. So. Because that's only 10 days away. Yeah, so.
And honestly, the stuff I want to talk about, you don't even know anything about, so I can't even talk about. Thank God. Yeah. You're just cucking me. You're cucking me.
I'm stoked. Oh my god. Let me say some thoughts about Frozen 2 real quick. Okay. Because I saw that with my family. I saw Frozen before the hype hit because it was like out in theaters for like 3 or 4 weeks, and then for some reason it like exploded and like it became like a big viral thing. And
like, I've never seen it.
Okay. Frozen, I am a big fan of that movie. Okay. For some reason, I don't know. I think it's valid, but it just has really good atmosphere, and like I care about the world and the characters, and I like that it's like it takes a lot of the Disney tropes and it does a little bit different than normal, I'd say, and then like it's because Moana, that's the problem with Moana, is that it was like the Disney formula to a T, and like they literally had a plot device in the movie to like make sure they didn't go away from the formula.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Moana either.
Yeah.
What do they do? I don't even know.
There's like the sea is like alive or whatever, and like
so they can't.
so like Moana tries to like do something that's away from like the formula, and like the sea literally like drags her back. It's like, no, you have to go this way in this boring linear way. And I was like, holy shit, they're even aware of it, but it's not even funny to me. It's just sad. But yeah, the first Frozen I fucking loved, and I still love, and I think it's worth watching because yeah. Anyway. There's a funny story about that. I don't know if I should tell it, but oh well, another time. But anyway, I saw the second Frozen with my family, and here's the problem: is that you could tell they were sitting on the property for years because it came out in 2013.
Damn,
and
it did.
And yeah, 6 years, and it's like you could tell they needed to get it out because Disney probably pushed them because it was undercooked, and I don't think they had a strong enough idea for the second one, so they kind of just went with what they had.
Yeah,
and it like basically rips off aspects of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, specifically.
What?
Yeah, specifically the episode of the Divide where there's these two factions and they're trying to get to, and they're like fighting in between each other, and they don't know like the secret history between them and stuff.
Yeah,
and then Aang has to try and like
be the mediator.
And Elsa basically is like the Avatar.
Oh my
they try and like develop the world. Oh, you just fucked this mic up. It's gonna be really loud. But your leg hit that.
I see it.
Anyway, they like make her like. They steal from the Fifth Element too. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, but
it's like earth, water, air, this and that, and she's like the fifth one. So it's like those two like plots, and I was like, this is, and like the plot like meanders for like 20 minutes in the middle. I'm like, what's going on here? And like for lack of plot, they like added more songs, but the songs don't hit. They don't have the punch of like the first one. The first one has some of the catchiest music in any Disney movie.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, I don't have kids, and I don't have like small siblings, so I didn't have to hear it 100 times.
Ugh.
So for me, Frozen was not spoiled over and over again.
Strong opinions on Frozen too.
But it's just like once the plot got going, it was like 2/3 of the way in, and by that time I was like, okay.
That's how I feel about Return of the Jedi. You got?
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. And it's like. And they had this moment that was going to be like cool because I was like, oh, they're going to let this certain thing happen, and then and it needed to happen, and then they kind of like pussied out, and they're like, oh no, we're going to have Elsa do this to save it, and it's like I can't really explain it, but like I don't know, you guys might be spoiled, but
hey, you can spoil Frozen too. It's okay.
Well, basically, Arendelle, the city, is like basically gonna have to be destroyed for shit to be right again, and and it was fine because they evacuated everybody, and they would just have to rebuild. It would be good for them to rebuild, to start fresh, which is what they needed because there was a lot of festering shit going on with their past and their history. And I was like, oh, it's good. This is good. And then she's like, well, basically, I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too. And so she saves stuff, and then she like rides this like ice horse like at stupid speeds, and like freezes the water from destroying Arendelle. And it's like, you should have just let it be destroyed because that's what needed to happen. But like, I don't know, maybe kids would be upset, even though no one would be hurt. I felt like it was like you kind of just shit on your own like message of the movie. It was like,
which was, honestly, I have no context for anything.
I don't. You haven't watched.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just like,
That was it. Would you call it? Would you say it's not my Frozen?
I'm not going to use that phrase because it's. I see too many because there could be some like racist connotations on the internet, like
yeah, always.
Yeah. Well, you know.
God. Everyone on the internet sucks, except besides me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, what else have we seen this fall of movies?
Well, Once Upon a Time just came out in on a like Blue or
yes,
Amazon and stuff.
That was another one from this year that I liked. I need to rewatch it. I think it's gonna hit even harder the second time.
Better the second time. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
And it's like, here's what's funny is that my dad asked about it. He doesn't go to the movies that much anymore because he's a workaholic. Yeah. Oops. But he wanted to see it because he likes Tarantino, even though he's only seen like one or two of his films. He liked them enough. But I was like, yeah, it's good. And I was like, here's the thing. It's not like your standard movie because he's not used to... I tried to explain the concept of like a hangout film to him.
Yeah.
And he kind of got it, but not that much. But he's like, no, I'll go see it. You know, you always recommend good shit. I was like, yeah. And so...
humble brag.
Him and my stepmom went to see it. And they came back and I was staying at their house that night, and he was like, it was a fucking piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. It didn't make any sense. I was like, what didn't make sense? And he started explaining stuff. I was like, well, they set that up at this point. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like,
what was the point? What was the specific?
This scene. And he's like, I don't remember that scene. Dude, the clerk at the theater told them to go into the wrong theater. So they came in at the ranch scene, like halfway through the movie. Yeah. And they thought that was the beginning of the movie. So they only he was like, it was short and it was shitty and didn't make any sense.
They started at the ranch
scene. And
dude, that's like before the third act.
My stepmom thought it was the start of the movie because for some reason she's like 50-something years old and doesn't know anything about Manson or any of that stuff.
Dude, my mom didn't really know much
and
about
I was like,
it was weird. She's
really?
Not like, yeah.
I was like, you didn't hear about any of that shit growing up? Back when it was actually relevant?
Yeah, my mom was just like, Charles Manson, yeah.
And I was like...
do you know what happened?
No, not really. So I was like, you don't know about any of this, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown so there's more context to the movie.
Yeah. That movie's all about context, honestly.
Because she didn't know. And so I told her about, you know, the ranch and all, and Helter Skelter and all this different stuff. And so when she saw the ranch, she was like, "Oh, that's what Adrian was talking about. This is right." So they
didn't rewatch it. Yeah,
they assumed they just missed like the first 5 minutes, and so we laughed our asses off.
Yeah.
When I realized I was like, "Holy shit!" And so my dad was like, "Well, now I want to go watch the whole thing." But my stepmom, she didn't really watch movies that much, and she's like, "Well, I'm not going back to see it." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Dad, I'll go." Yeah. But we haven't done. I'm gonna rent it for him because I want him to watch the rest of it.
This is a great buddy movie.
Yeah, man. And I think fucking, what's his name?
Leo?
No, Brad. I think Brad Pitt steals the movie.
Brad's the best part of the movie. Brad Pitt's the best part of the movie.
Him and the dog, for sure.
Yeah.
Because someone on the internet was like, name like one movie where the animal actually is important to the plot. And everyone was like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Dude.
Plus, plenty of movies. They're like, blah, blah, blah. I think
John Wick.
Yeah, John. That's actually what I commented was John Wick.
John Wick. Like, that is the point of the movie.
I think that's a stupid fucking thing to like say. People like to say stupid shit. Usually, especially on like Facebook. Oh, shout out to film posting. Not really, because it's a fucking hive of scum and villainy.
I don't go on Facebook.
I do because it's like the only place I can like bitch about movies with people. It's like it's actual like people that are like into like more than just like Marvel and like
just
Tarantino and stuff like that. everyone jerks off like Stalker and Eraserhead
yeah.
and Breathless and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that comes with a price because then you get the assholes that are like,
Yeah.
fuck anything Marvel. No, I haven't seen any of these movies,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna say fuck it because you're not a true Kino cowboy like myself.
It's hard to find the balance of a person who just is a sane human being who can appreciate all different types of movies.
Dude, imagine.
Isn't that a wild concept?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, imagine being able to watch both Stalker and Infinity War. How could you enjoy both? There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way. It's got to
can't
be.
do it.
It's a dichotomy. It's got to be one or the other, man. It's got to be one or the other. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I like. Yeah, dude. As soon as he had the back to Tarantino or Once Upon a Time, dude. The shot where it's all the lights turning on in 60s Hollywood. You know what that meant to Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
That was like everything to him.
Yeah.
And it just gives you time to like revel in it and like just
That's what I love about the movie.
absorb it.
The pace of the movie is like my favorite thing. It just everything just is. It's letting it sit. You're just letting it.
So good.
Everything
Yeah.
soak in.
I love that. And it's like taking your time. I don't understand why people are like, get to the point, get to the point. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
This needs to have this. This needs an arc. Dude, just fucking chill out.
Enjoy it.
Honestly, that's kind of what cinema's about. Just fucking chilling out and watching a movie.
Hey man, back to the Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
I do. It's a hang. It's very hangouty.
Dude,
and
it can be,
side-questy.
yeah, it can, yeah.
I
Side
do-
questing,
I-
yeah.
and I
Dude,
do-
it does kind of feel like a video game in a lot of aspects.
I just wish some of the characters were better. I guess that's
I
the one
get it,
thing.
I get it.
Or maybe better. Maybe just like better written. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like it could be stronger.
Yeah.
And it's weird from what I'm seeing. Everyone's like, "This is the best thing. Disney's
I
done
really
with
like
Star
it.
Wars."
I see. As much as I've been bitching about it, I really like. I'm way.
I'm
more
glad it exists.
I'm way more positive
I'm
than I
more
am
than
negative.
glad to
yeah.
have a live action Star Wars TV show.
I agree.
I'll watch anything that Dave Filoni does. That's a lie. I've not watched Resistance. I watched 2 episodes. I was like,
No,
I'm not feeling
it's
this.
for kids.
It's like for kids.
Yeah.
It's not like the other 2 shows.
Rebels
where,
is
it's
for
like for
kids.
all audience.
Yeah, but this is
This is like legitimately like, oh, this is for like 6-year-olds.
yeah.
So I get it. They wanted a show like that.
But anyway,
But yeah,
Not
I'll
to-
watch Dave Filoni do anything. I think he's getting his nose wet with like live action. I think once he
Yeah, I think
he's gonna hone it more.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it might be a thing too. Is like a lot of the characters in the episodes that he directs tend to be zanier, and I think it's because in animation,
Everything's got to be pronounced. It's got to be a little bit over the top.
I just wonder.
to,
I just wonder if that kind of like feeds into how he directs a character.
Interesting.
Or a person.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta account for not being able to see the actors
Exactly.
like, coming through the role. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And animators themselves have so much more,
Yeah, you can do anything.
Yeah,
You can do
exactly.
whatever you
so
want.
I just wonder if that's maybe like a thought process that he likes to do whenever, or he maybe not likes to, he just does because he's so used to it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Half this podcast is Star Wars. No, you can't help it.
It's hard.
It's 10 days away.
Yeah, it's hard not to think about Star
I'm
Wars.
Disney cuck, dude. I love Star Wars, and I'm fine. I have hard feelings about Rogue One. I'm not gonna get into it.
But good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, really?
I hate Rogue One.
I don't love it.
I
like it.
I think if the whole movie had the quality of the last 30 minutes, I'd be into it.
I agree. I can say that. The last minute, like the last 30, like the last battle itself is pretty
I
good.
think that's pretty good.
It's pretty damn great.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think the rest is like...
What do you think about Solo?
I think Solo's fine.
Yeah, I think Solo's fine too.
I don't have an urge to rewatch it right now. I think it's one of those movies that when I'm wanting to dig into more extended universe stuff, I'll put it on. For now, like when I'm about to rewatch the movies, like one last big rewatch before
I've already been
episode
doing that.
9.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go 1 through 8 chronological because I never go chronological, so I'm gonna do that this time. I'm gonna leave out the spinoffs. I don't need those.
I need to watch the first and second one again. I haven't seen Attack of the Clones.
You watched
or-
episode 3, but you didn't watch 1 and 2 first.
Well, my mom was like, "We should watch Revenge of the Sith soon." I was
You're
like,
like,
"Sure."
"Oh, okay."
I was like, "Yeah, dude, that's a good excuse to just watch Revenge of the Sith." So, yes.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I don't have time to watch all of these. And so she was just like, let's just watch episodes 7 and 8. Because she hasn't seen them nearly as much as me and my brother have. Because like we put on 8 this last summer, and she'd only seen it once in theaters. My brother was like quoting it and shit, and she was like, "Whoa!" It didn't like click with her. Like this was like we had watched these movies this many times, and like him and I will quote episode 7 all the time, and it's like it's the same to me as quoting like certain things from episodes, the other episodes.
Yeah, no,
and it like clicked with her that like, oh shit, these guys are real in it. She I don't want to shit talk my mom, but she, like, as she's gotten older in years, she's gotten a little more ornery about shit. And, like, she, like, kind of, like, came out, she's like, I don't like Anakin. I don't like this and that. I don't like Rey. I was like, what's wrong with Rey? And she's like, blah, blah, blah. I think she reads, like, Facebook posts, like, boomer Facebook posts.
Oh, no.
And she's just like, well, this is this and this.
Mary Sue.
Mary Sue. Not every woman has to be like a strong like fighter and stuff. Oh, I'm like, Mom, stop.
It's Star Wars,
dude. she's like force sensitive.
It's Star Wars.
What about? And she's like, Leia didn't do this. And I was like, Mom, Leia was a badass as fuck. Just because she wasn't fighting with lightsabers, she was like taking every opportunity to be like a badass woman.
She also did have the Force in episode 5.
She did, yeah.
Yeah. It was there. It's always.
And I was like, well, what about Ayla Secura or I named off like different. She's like, oh, those are side characters.
What?
I was like, whatever, Mom. Anyway, I'm gonna get off from that because it's not gonna be any good, But fuck, what else have I watched?
The Irishman.
Oh, The Irishman. Here we go.
I think that should be like
here we go.
The big one.
The Irishman. We've been waiting for years. They announced that a long ass fucking time ago in a town called Kickapoo. No, but 3.5 hours, and we have a problem with some people our age. They're like, 3.5 hours? I'm not gonna watch a movie that long. Why not? The highest grossing movie in the world right now is Avengers Infinity. I mean, no. Endgame. That's a 3-hour movie. And it's not complete action.
I would dare to say the first hour is a lot of just talking.
Yeah.
Sitting and talking.
I thought was tight.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, oh, okay, wow. and there's this post that's been going on online that's you should watch how to watch Irishman as a miniseries. And I was never more appalled.
It's like that the horrible Hateful Eight extended cut, but it's just the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Netflix. It's just the movie, but in 5 parts. It's like,
I can't believe Tarantino, of all people, allowed that to happen.
I know.
It's embarrassing.
I hate it.
It's like, I get it. Sometimes you don't have time to watch a whole 3.5 hour movie, but like, just make the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's you benefit from watching it in one sitting.
You can remember because
people are like watching it in like 30-minute parts on their phones, and it just makes me want to cry.
It's another one of those movies. You got to let it soak in. You got to really take in the whole world that he tells. Because Frank's world is a strange one. It's a hard one, and it's I
think it's another movie that like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that benefits if you know some more about just history.
Dude, I had no idea who Jimmy Hoffa was.
I knew enough.
I was
like,
nothing about him.
This and this and this. Yeah, so... But I think... Because people were complaining that, like, oh, you don't get to know enough about Jimmy Hoffa. I think
he's the main character of the movie.
Honestly. I think he definitely steals the show, and I think the movie doesn't need as much as I thought it would to tell the right story. And I think it told the right story. And I think one of the greatest scenes in cinema in like the entire year is the scene between him and Joe Pesci.
Oh yeah.
In like the last third of the movie.
Yeah.
At the dinner thing.
Where he's not going to back down.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
and that's when you know.
He's not a main character. He's not the main character, but he is the character who's like... Who has action. Like, Frank is just a passive...
Frank's the vessel.
Frank is a person who just goes with what people tell him to do. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
But Jimmy is the one who's taking action on it. So in that way, he feels more like a main character to me than Frank is. Frank is just like there. He is the...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
He's the one we're following, but the main character of this movie, it's almost like he's the the background character of his own movie, Frank.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He's just always just kind of floating. He's
Yeah, but,
mediating
like,
everything. He's always, you
Even
know.
so, the weight hits you once he
That's why this is so great, because, yeah.
spoilers, when he basically is like alone at the end.
I think also, because that's what the ending is implying, too. He was always just being the guy who never had any actual action. He just did what everyone else told him to do, and because of that, look where he's at.
Yeah,
now,
look where he is.
Yeah.
And I saw someone complain that you didn't get to see him interact much with his family or his kids. I was like, dude, that's the point.
Dude,
He never had time for his family.
That whole Anna Paquin discourse, stupid ass Twitter has been talking about, where it's like, she doesn't even have any. Why get Anna Paquin if she's not going to say any lines? Or why? It's like, dude, that is the point of her character. You know, they were trying to do the whole thing of like another just Scorsese just not respecting women and like, you know, it's like, dude, what are you talking about? That's the whole point of her character.
He's completely distanced from his family because of his life choices. Like,
and Peggy knows what he's done, and and the one person that Peggy liked in her life, genuinely, was that person. You know, well, are we spoiling? We gotta spoil.
Yeah, I already said spoilers.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So, like, the one person she actually loved wasn't Frank, wasn't
No.
Russ. It was Jimmy.
Yeah.
She just wanted to eat ice cream sundaes,
which was
with him.
interesting. I liked all the scenes where she was cold to Joe Pesci.
I love the
And
Christmas scene.
He's just like,
The Christmas scene is one of the best scenes, where he just is sitting there, just like,
I mean, what are you gonna
Frank,
do?
just say thank you, honey.
And you can tell Frank's just like, God damn it,
Like Peggy,
Ugh.
like,
And then
he's just like, it's
oh my
okay,
God.
Frank. It's okay, Frank. It's like, no, it's not. I had a moment where I thought, because, you know, I'm used to Joe Pesci just, you know, how the fuck, like, being the crazy one, but he's so reserved.
So subdued.
He's so subdued.
It's so good.
Yeah. So
I was like, God damn, I'm glad to see him back.
Yeah.
And doing like, and someone was like, this is all the same shit as like his other movies. How? Literally how?
I think it's like the direct opposite of Goodfellas.
Yeah, Joe Pesci is
the
like
inverse of Goodfellas.
so much different from his other roles. I loved him.
I really loved him too.
I think that the CGI was fine. I think the beginning, it took me a little bit to get used to it.
And you know, the scene that had
gets,
it used to.
It almost like gets better as it goes on.
Well, I think the scene
because they get older, I guess.
The scene where he's in World War II, that was the one where
The
I was
one,
like,
okay, that's the one like bad scene.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this does not look good.
Yeah.
The rest of it was fine.
Yeah. They aged them very gracefully. Like, you know, there are no ones that you notice. It's like, oh wait, time has passed. Like, it's like not by much, but you can tell that the de-aging technology on them has gotten like slightly different, or, you know,
probably less. Than,
or less. Yeah.
Because so like by the halfway point, it's not that noticeable really at all. Jimmy Hoffa's, I think, looked the best out of the three, personally.
Dude, I just the scene where he is exploding on the people, and Frank's just like, why would you say that to me? He's like, Frank, I didn't see you there. I've been quoting that.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking.
Yeah, dude, something about that scene is like so Scorsese.
Like, I'm going to jail, and it's because of you motherfuckers. It is that I've been quoting that with my
it was
friends
just like
the entire week. It's like one of my
just
favorite
immediately
scenes.
Frank's like, no, bullshit. Like, puts on his coat. He's like, I quit. Like,
And he's just, and Jimmy's like, I didn't see you there.
What a good character.
What a good character.
Yeah.
Also, I've been seeing people talk shit about Pacino, like overacting. It's like, dude, have you not seen Pacino act in anything ever? That's his thing. That's his thing. He's not like, just being a subtle actor isn't the only good type of acting, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, dude, come on. I think he was amazing. I think everyone was so good in that movie.
I think he totally stole the show. Oh my god.
This has been Star Wars talk with a little bit of Irishman.
A little bit of Irishman.
A little bit of Knives Out. Did we talk about Knives Out?
Yeah, we did a little bit.
Yeah.
Frozen 2.
Yeah, Frozen 2.
What else? Parasite.
I think we needed to devote a whole thing about Parasite, because I have like a whole.
Oh shit.
That movie is like that movie.
It's magnifique.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? There's got to be something else I've seen recently. Let me think. I can't talk about Jojo Rabbit because you haven't seen it.
No, and it's funny to see.
I think that's a wonderful movie.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. No spoilers.
That's okay.
going in, I thought from the trailer that it was going to be just a novelty like concept that I laugh at for a little bit and then I go home. And because I wasn't really completely sold on it, but I saw it because Taika Waititi is the shit. And and I was like, this guy's funny as fuck. I like what he does. I'm going to go see this movie. And then ended up being completely fucking shook by the end of the movie. I went in like laughing at this silly concept. By the end of it, I was like, I'm fucking changed. I love this.
I heard Scarlett Johansson was like really good.
Scarlett Johansson kills it.
Yeah.
So does Sam Rockwell.
Anything he's
Sam
in.
Rockwell, he kills it in anything. And good supporting cast. And
she was great in Marriage Story. If you want to talk about,
yeah,
that's one you need to watch.
Yeah, it just dropped.
Yeah,
like what? Like
I was actually,
Friday?
I was anticipating it. I've been waiting for it to come out. I literally, when it dropped, I was like, yes, 12 o'clock, midnight. I'm watching it. Yeah, it's really good.
When you see that, and then what's that? Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Yeah. That one is awesome. It's a really great one. Yeah, I need to really think about my top list of the year because there's a lot of them that are moving and changing around.
Not the next podcast, but the podcast after that will rank our ones of the entire year.
Did you ever see The Farewell?
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Solid.
I liked it.
Solid.
I really like Awkwafina.
Yeah, I didn't think I well, I've not that I had anything against her, but I just didn't know she could act like that.
Well, I saw her in Crazy Rich Asians last year, and that was like, she was like one of my favorite parts of the movie. Because overall the movie, I was like, this is okay. It was more of like
just a standard rom-com? That's what I heard.
No, it was just like, the cool stuff, it was like culture porn, basically.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was like, you get to watch these rich people do rich shit.
Yeah.
You know? And that aspect was fine. But yeah, there's some standard rom-com shit. But I was like, I like this chick. She's got potential.
Well, dope. I thought she was great in Farewell, yeah.
So, Farewell,
I look forward to seeing her and stuff now.
So, yeah. So now, and she's got this like new show coming out that looks hit or miss. But I might watch the pilots just because she's in it. I like her personality. Yeah, I thought she was great in the Farewell, and it was nice to see more Asian cinema this year in like a theater than I really have.
It's the point. I think like Parasite should win Best Film, like the Oscars, not Best Foreign Film.
It'll probably get Best Foreign.
Yeah, I know, but that's the way.
Just like Roma last year.
Yeah,
Roma should have had it.
Don't get me started on last year, dude. Oh my god, don't get me started on that.
Oh my god.
Just
who else was nominated last year?
Roma, Green Book, which
my god,
fucking won. I don't even remember the other ones. I didn't. What?
I can't even.
I don't remember.
Oh my god. How can I not even
Black Panther? Wasn't Black Panther?
Oh yeah, Black Panther. Of all the Marvel.
Yeah.
It's like, I get why, because it was important and all this stuff, but like Infinity War was so much better.
So much better. Also, the CGI in Infinity War wasn't just like horrible. Did you not think? I thought in Black Panther the CGI was so bad.
When they're fighting on the real.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the rhinos and
I was like, this looks like a PS2 cutscene at points.
Really legit took me out.
I was actually like shocked.
Like the final fight with them in their suits with the train looked so bad.
I think they had to rush it to get it out.
I think they had to, yeah.
Because they're like, we gotta get this out, and then Infinity War's coming.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I was really surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
But Black Klansman was nominated.
Oh, that was a great movie. I like that one a lot.
I
love Adam Driver, and anything he's in, it really elevates a movie for me. But I thought the movie itself was pretty good.
I think Spike Lee just found it funny, the concept of Adam Driver being able to say the N-word.
I can't forgive Spike Lee for remaking Old Boy, and so it's hard for me to get.
I
not just remake it, made it so much worse.
I steered clear of that movie big time.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! There's no way.
I have strong feelings about that remake.
Well, I just don't understand what drove him to remake it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this my way. Why?
You know YMS is right. Your movie sucks.
Oh yeah.
Just all my feelings like explained away in that. Okay. They explained why he didn't even want to make it. Really, I don't even know why he did. I don't know. I think someone probably was like, "Hey, here's a fat check. Do you want to make this?"
That's so strange.
I don't know, man. Because it is just bad. Very bad. That's all I can say. Like, I'm serious. And,
Yeah.
and I've talked to people who've only seen that version. They're like, dude, it was a pretty crazy, fucked up movie. It's
Okay.
Like, it's like, all right. Oh! It really it triggers me. Because Oldboy is such a classic and a masterpiece.
Yeah, I gotta watch more of his films.
Oh, yeah, the Revenge trilogy.
Yeah.
Sympathy for Lady Vengeance and Mr. Vengeance is it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, my friend Sam has like been trying to get me to watch those for ages. Let's see. What? Okay, Parasite, Best Picture. That's what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, guys, this is a beta test, first episode. Cut us some slack. We're just talking about Star Wars. We can't help it. This is like a Star Wars pregame.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else did we watch? At least did I watch?
Let me check my list.
Check your list. Now, from a word from our sponsors. We don't have sponsors, but we'd love to have sponsors. So, LaCroix, if you'd like to sponsor us. Who else should sponsor us?
Joker. What do you think about Joker?
Oh, I thought you meant Joker should sponsor. Like the movie Joker should sponsor
No.
us.
What do you think about Joker?
Okay,
I forgot it.
Okay, here's my thoughts on Joker.
Get into it.
I think all of the I like the mood and the atmosphere and the lighting and the cinematography. I think it was well constructed in that aspect. I think a lot of the commentary that they're trying to get to is very surface level.
We live in a society.
Well, that's, I guess we had to say that at some point.
We live in a society.
Well, you know what I mean, though? Like, it's a lot of surface level commentary and, like, thoughts of, society. He even says the word, as soon as I was...
I'm pretty sure he says, like...
Yeah, as soon as I was watching it in theaters and he said the word society, I was like, oh, here we go. People are going to have a fucking ball with this. But, I felt like I'd seen some of it before and being more okay. I'm more well versed in movies than the average film goer to seeing Joker. That's not a dickish thing to say. It's just true. So I've seen a lot of these ideas and tropes and things. And yes, I'm going to compare it to the King comedy. Yes, I'm going to compare it to Taxi Driver. Is it these movies exactly? No. But they're still in my mind when I was watching the movie. And I think it's better for people that have not seen these kind of movies and haven't seen these like I like the setting. It's like set in like 81. So it's got like that 70s urban New York feel, like
trash
classic
trash on the streets.
Yeah. So it's got that feel to like 70s like cinema, like from that time period, which I like. So I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie. I really like the last like 20 minutes of it.
I really enjoyed the score too.
I like the score.
A lot. I like the way it builds. I heard people who say they didn't like it that much.
I think it was a good score.
Yeah.
All the shit with Murray and like him just completely getting into himself, set free, as people say.
I like the whole.
I like the
whole connection to the Waynes too. Like the way where
I'm fine with that.
Well, because for the first movie you're like, okay, so he is the son of, but then, no, obviously not. Yeah. And I like the way because for a big part of that movie they were like, it looked like he was gonna be like, oh yeah, he's like the abandoned son of.
No, it's just his mom's just fucking nuts,
insane, yeah.
So I did like that.
And just Joaquin is just so fucking good. It just I can't take my eyes like off the screen. He's so great. Good.
His mom's character reminded me of from Requiem for a Dream.
Oh god, the mom in that. What's her name? I can't remember who the mom or who plays the mom.
I only saw that movie once, but it just reminded me of that kind of thing. And yeah, the Murray's show. I liked the it was like the Dark Knight Returns and other comic book shit.
It was,
and so I was like, okay, I'm into this. I think the middle dragged a little bit. I liked the stand up shit where he's like laughing at the wrong points.
That's like one of my favorite parts.
I was like, okay,
that scene is so good. It's like perfectly kind of encapsulates just how fucked up backwards that man is. And I liked it a lot.
But why were they filming an open mic? That's my question.
I will say it's the 80s. Like, how good is that?
Yeah, especially not even like, it's not like you're using a digital camera.
I tell you, yeah. That's,
like,
I have no answer to that one. I don't know.
So like,
I don't know. Because like how quickly that went from being recorded to on the TV.
I mean, you suspend your disbelief. I get it, but like, still, I was like, what the hell?
No, I agree.
I'd be pissed if I was doing an open mic and someone was like filming it without my permission.
Yeah, I think open mics are a lot of places where comedians go to just test out material. Sometimes it may not work.
Yeah, it's your gym.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't. But and so I can tell because I got out of the movie and Justin, my friend Justin, who doesn't watch as much shit as I do and hasn't seen some of the crazier shit that I have. Again, not a flex. It's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, wow, that scene where he smothered his own mom was fucked up. And when I watched it in theaters, I was like, oh, okay. It didn't hit me like it hit him. And I think I've been desensitized by crazy-ass cinema.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a good entry point for a lot of people into that kind of like.
I think the crazier scene was the scene with the small man, and that was one of the better scenes. That was the scene where he's like, okay, that's Joker right there. That's the Joker.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did like that part.
Yeah, I think that whole entire sequence was.
I just don't think the film is a masterpiece. No. Sorry, Elena Kaiser, if you're listening. But
I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I think it was damn good.
I think it was pretty good.
I think it gets.
Yeah. No, I think it. I don't think it got overhyped.
God, I think it did.
I know. I mean, like, I think enough people were like, no. Well, here's the problems that I have with this movie. I think it leveled out.
I think it was
a little bit.
I think it was like.
I think initially it definitely was overhyped. Like everyone's like going crazy. Like, oh my God!
But also then it went to like the other side of like, fuck this movie. Who needs a movie about a white man? Who's
you're a fucking incel if you like this movie, bro.
It's like, oh Jesus, can we not just like meet? Like, can we just be normal?
Yeah,
can we just normal talk about it? Yeah, that was the last movie.
Like fall wise, that's probably. I'm trying to think. Anything else?
Because I'm technically
okay, and we didn't wait forever for The Lighthouse to come here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That should have been like the entry to fall movies because like the way it came out. But no.
Hey, at least we got it.
Yeah.
Our theater here in Little Rock can come in clutch sometimes with some cool shit.
So I saw mid-90s. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, we saw...
shit!
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it just happened to be the same showtime.
Yeah.
But Uncut Gems is coming out. That's what I was trying to include into this list, but it's supposed to be coming out this weekend. I was like, oh, great. The perfect movie to keep me waiting until Star Wars, because Good Time was the shit and my fucking big pick. And so, it's not coming to us. So we're gonna have to wait on that. Yeah. So I probably won't even be here until probably after Christmas.
Oh, it's gonna be January.
Yeah. Which is my Scott, who is in Spain teaching right now, doesn't even get The Lighthouse until late January over there. I was like, damn. God knows what else.
Yeah.
I think Knives Out came over there. I need to talk to him, see if he saw it. And I asked him if people were getting hyped for Star Wars over there, like over here, and he says he sees a lot of people with Star Wars shirts and shit, and like people getting stoked. I was like, oh, good.
The hype is still real.
No. I just, outside of America, I wasn't sure
what it's like. What the climate is.
You know, and so hell yeah, people are stoked. I'm stoked.
Shmi Skywalker.
Oh my God.
Shmi.
Oh my God.
Shmi. You want to wrap it up?
I guess we'll wrap it up. I don't know how to wrap it up.
Hey guys. Okay. Shmi Skywalker.
No.
Episode 9. Pizza time. I had to end it on something. Some Spider-Man 2 in there.
Pizza time.
Yeah, it's pizza time.
That's all, yeah.
That's our catchphrase, though. It's pizza time.
We can't take that. Well.
How about dig on this?
Dig on this. Now I want to talk about. We can't do.
No, dude,
we'll talk about Raimi's Spider-Man another time.
That'll be a separate trilogy, or a podcast for that trilogy. Because
I can talk all day about.
Yeah, I'll talk
Raimi's
all day
Spider-Man.
about that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think we should just wrap it up. It was a good talk. It was a good first episode.
Yeah, first episode, and then next time you see us, we'll have seen episode 9. I'm gonna try and bring everybody in to like just talk, and it'll be a looser cast. Not that this was already loose, but
it was pretty loose.
It was pretty loose.
Yeah, I love it.
We're getting shit.
We're getting there.
Out.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Big time boys. I'm the Kino Cowboy.
I'm just Dylan.
He's just Dylan. This has been The Harbor. Thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, who knows? Who's to say? We'll catch you next time. I just winked at you guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop this now.